And welcome back to Like a Dragon. We're gonna avoid traffic for a little bit so we can show off that the Senbei shop is now open for business. Now that, you know, we are president of Ichiban Confections. It's got some decent single target healing items.
And you don't buy any. How dare you?
Look, I need to make some money before I can go, like, buy out the entire store's stock.
Sure. Me, a good owner, immediately purchased the max I could get in every last item.
Look, Ichiban is a good boy. He will not embezzle his company's funds or stock.
How is that embezzling? It's like, it would be like McDonald's saying, like, we don't pay our workers out of fear that they will embezzle the money into McDonald's.
Yes.
Okay, so Airy's gonna is talking to us right now about the other main part of the business world. Shareholder meetings.
Hooray!
Shareholder meetings are a little overwhelming at first, but once you kind of break down everything into its little component parts, it gets a lot easier to manage.
Wow.
Yes.
Alright. So, we can take a look at the boardroom now, and that'll just give us a little preview of what's to come in the shareholder meeting. And here's the Manage Employees menu. You can give them bonuses to raise their mood. You can give them a promotion, which will increase their salary, but also increase their level cap. And that will also, you know, just max out their mood immediately, because who wouldn't be in a good mood after getting promoted? You can also have employees undergo training to just raise their levels independently of gaining work experience. It's a little expensive and probably not worth it most of the time, but you know, the option's there if you just want to like squeeze out a couple of points. That's kind of the unfortunate thing about levels in this mode too. Like, they don't really give you a whole lot.
I feel like that's more or less dependent on the characters themselves. I feel like once we get to the rarer trading cards, employees, people, we will get to see that a little bit more.
Alright. So, shareholder meetings, like, you get to bring a set of 4 employees with you. They all have different colors, red, green, and blue. I am drawing a blank on what each color represents. But they're sort of a little color triangle in play here, kind of like rock, paper, scissors. Blue beats red, green beats blue, red beats green. And, you know, it just map them to the Pokemon water, fire, grass triangle, and you get the idea. So here is the main meat of the shareholder meetings. You have to answer questions from your shareholders, and once you beat their questions down, then you can start wearing them down and gaining their support. If you match one of their questions to a color employee that trumps the question color, then you instantly shatter it, and you can just move on to winning their support like that. If you hit the weakness, or if you use the one that's resistant, you only break 1 shield, so always try to hit the weakness if you can. Each employee has a certain cost to have them field a question, which is the number above their color icon on the hotbar there. Like, for example, omelet costs 5 to use. This draws from the meter that's slowly growing at the bottom of the screen here. So a good strategy to have for these meetings is to bring low cost employees of one of each color, and then have one modestly modest cost employee for the last slot.
Triangle, 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 triangle.
Don't worry, we will grovel at a later junction.
No. Triangle now.
Please raise your hand if you have a question.
Pressing triangle when each bond's meters are on the right there will allow him to apologize, which gives you a bunch of bonuses and slows down the shareholders.
Includes our periodic shareholders.
Wait, you're not even gonna go like straight into another shareholder meeting to show it off?
No?
Disgusting. How dare you?
We'll get to it. Don't worry.
How dare you?
Did I miss anything in my explanation of shareholder meetings? Did I miss anything while explaining the minigame?
They have effectiveness numbers underneath them, which show how much better they are. Typically, it's not really worthwhile once you get to the later levels. LOL, I never even looked at the color wheel. Like, I looked at it and I was like, oh, that exists. Like, basically, like, you could just play this as like guess, and if it turns out you're doing well, you're doing well. I would typically like just try to match the color, just because it's easier that way. Like, I never had to worry about color wheels at all, and I figured like as long as you have a really cheap but strong employee, that's all you really need. Like, if Nugget did like a lot of damage quote unquote, then like there's no reason to ever use any big number anybody. Because you can get you can get 3 Nugget hits in the span of like the 114 guy, and if it turns out that Nugget just does more damage because you multiply his number by 3, there you go. Also, I keep saying Nugget as a he, but it's obviously a she.
Yeah, and this is Omelet. Thank you very much.
Sorry, Omelet.
Let's get down to
Come on, Nugget got sent off to the Fist of the North Star dimension.
I know. I'm just, my heart lies. I can only give my heart to one chicken.
All right. So we now have access to the debts, which means we can just take out a loan, and we do have to pay them back at a fixed amount per business period. I strongly suggest taking out a bank loan of I think you can do 10 million safely, and then just pouring all that money into Ichiban Confections. As long as Ichiban Confections is doing well, you can pay back the 10 million loan without much trouble anyway.
Still make it rain.
Here's how the business did. These are incredible
you guys
results.
did great out there. They're going up.
Occasionally, after a business period, you get little bonuses like it's cheaper to hire people, or you're someone who's looking to work for Ichiban Confections. I'm just gonna pass on this guy because wasn't super thrilled about him.
Yeah, you constantly get thrown some really bad options, and frankly, as mentioned prior, if you get the DLC, then you don't need to deal with any of these people.
Yeah. So I should mention that there is some DLC that, as Jabo said, that has some pretty powerful people in it.
Yeah, I mean, we've already talked about it. It's just that the one caveat is that you can't really hire a bunch of them because the cost alone will sink you.
Yes. For the majority of this LP, we're just going to see the business minigame as done on my PS4 account, which it does not have the DLC.
Yeah.
But believe me, if you use the DLC characters correctly, you're basically just gonna steamroll everything.
Well, the other thing too to keep in mind is that hiring a bunch of the DLC characters is going to sink your business because you just won't have enough money. However, only hiring a few, using them to generate a ton of income, and then just like building up there can skyrocket you rather quickly.
Yes. And, you know, you already pay for them once, so the first time you hire the characters in the DLC pack,
We got a job
per file, like, it's free. You get them for free. Like, you don't have to pay their contract fee or anything. So, it's a good way to, like, give yourself an edge. Although, I think even with the DLC, like, my PC save file, like, took about as long to go through the whole mini game as I did on my PS4 account, where, you know, I was actually learning how to do everything.
These are incredible results.
Nice. You guys did great out there. Things are going up.
Oh, something else I just wanted to bring up in regards to shareholder meetings. Omelette and Tomoe are pretty much gonna be some star players in those, like, throughout the entirety of this minigame, because they're low cost and blue and green. Like, they might be the cheapest blue and green characters you can deploy just in general for those. Like, without the DLC, I mean.
Even with the DLC, I'm not 100% sure. But I can't say I will or have memorized use numbers for everybody in there.
Yeah, same. Also, occasionally you'll get investment opportunities brought to your desk by Airy. It's on you whether or not you want to put in the money or not. You can. I find that it's really shaky odds most of the time to even, like, get a return on them, but hey, sometimes you can make money back.
It's never worth it. Honestly, even the times you do make money back, and maybe it's just confirmation bias on my end, but I feel like I never was able to get a good return. Like, consistently, not even 50-50, like, it's really bad. I want to say there's something in how the initial proposals are written that gives it away, but I forget.
I honestly never figured out if there was any, like, trick to knowing what makes money or not. I just kind of threw all my money at investment opportunities whenever they came up, just because I was just swimming in cash.
Yeah, I mean, I did the same, but that's how I, like, realized after a while it just wasn't worth it.
Anyway, we did it! We made it! We cracked the top 100!
And you still didn't show any footage that was triangle.
Admittedly, I hadn't tried the triangle option yet in this playthrough.
Oh my god, that makes it worse.
Yeah, do as we say and not as I did. You want to use the level 3 triangle option, like, whenever you get the opportunity.
I mean, any of them really, but okay, so as a brief thing, triangle is really good because, like I was saying earlier, you apologize, but in apologizing, you basically, like, stun lock everybody so that they can't act, and you do some damage to them. So if you
you build up your employees' meter again.
Yeah, so if you have, like, an enemy quote unquote that has, like, low HP, but you don't want to have to deal with, like, their questions and essentially spending action points again to take them out, you use the apology to finish them off.
Anyway, now that we've met Nick's conditions,
Nick, speak up. Nick,
we're sorry?
Nick, oh, sorry, I have him on mute.
Okay.
Oh, all right, that's fine. While he figures that out, I'll just explain what he's saying. He's gonna give us more money, but we got more conditions. This time we got to make it to the top 50, which, you know, more of the same. Like we said, this minigame doesn't have a whole lot of depth to it.
Yeah, I mean, that's really the one caveat. Like, it's alright, it's just that in order to get to, say, the top 5, nothing really changes in how the business model is played, and so you kind of just burn out, especially with how useful it is, and because it's useful, you end up relying on it a little too much.
Yeah. Yeah, if anyone playing along is anything like me, then you're probably just gonna do the entire thing like up front.
I don't think anybody plays games like you do, Chaos.
I'm just saying if. But doing it all up front gives you some gives you a ton of cash to play around with. And also a bunch of extra skills for like Ichiban that are a little powerful.
Well, let's not give away the game too soon.
I mean, I'm gonna have to say this like sooner or later because like
no, you'll just show it off.
I will. I'll show it off.
It'll just happen in a video. It'll be like, yes, this. And then we'll get super excited about it.
What? I'm just saying, like, whenever we get back to the main story and like other side quests and stuff, it's gonna be like with the business minigame completed.
When we get back to the main story, it's more of an if.
Anyway, we've got a secret cabal of shady business types who aren't too happy about the rise of Ichiban Confections. And that's basically all that cutscene amounted to.
Yeah, how dare that one small mom and pop cookie shop do anywhere near well? How dare it stay afloat?
Okay.
Can't believe their crackers just float when I like throw them in my milk. Oh, and here's the other reason you want to at least do the get up to the top 100 in rankings. And this starts with Ichiban inviting Airy out for a drink, so you know what? Let's go. Is it right to call her our employee?
Yes.
Yes. She would be our employee.
Let's get to know our employee a little bit. Here's one of the skills we've learned from the minigame, Stack Slap.
There.
It's I don't remember if this is exclusive to the hero class, but Ichiban's basically just gonna pull out a wad of cash and slap enemies with it.
Yeah, isn't damage based on how much money you have at the time as well?
Always so creepy.
Maybe?
I wonder why.
I don't remember if it was that one or if all of them have it, or if it's just, or if it's a later one. But yes, and yes, there are going to be later levels of Stack Slap. They're pretty great.
Oh.
Well, give me a break. I'm a little more put together.
Adachi-san, more like hot
Actually,
Dachi-san.
don't you think it looks a little too different to be a Dachi-san?
Now that you mention
That beard.
Yeah. Sorry, Adachi-san.
I don't know if he can buy you a drink, Jabo,
To lose it with
but I'm
you
sure he
too.
appreciates the compliment nonetheless.
Better.
All right, so at the bar, she's just been here waiting for us.
Oh, Chief.
Hey, I keep you waiting?
No, I actually just got here.
So I see you brought a friend. You're smoother than you look.
Well, thanks for saying that out loud, bartender.
Is she now? Were you homeless just the other day? And now you're some corporate big shot?
It's a long story. One I'll say for another time. Right now, we're here to celebrate. So how about you work us some magic?
Give us the good stuff, bartender.
Fine, then.
We'll just expense it.
And put it on Adachi-san's bill,
We made it
please.
to the top 100. I think that calls for a toast.
Cheers. Ooh, that's good.
I wanted to start off with a thank you for all your support. I mean, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be president of anything.
You're just being modest. If anything, I should be thanking you.
No, I should be thanking
If I
you.
weren't
No,
so
no, no,
naive,
please.
I wouldn't
Thank
have had
you,
to
but
drag
thank
into
you.
this mess. But you.
Let's just agree to both thank each other.
Yeah, thank you for thanking me.
Decisive,
Thank you.
dependable, a good judge of character. Life itself is better with you around, Kasuga-san.
But man, how fucking lucky did Airy get just hiring the
It's
one
been
person?
3 days.
Who is this jerk ass anyway?
Yeah, it's been 3 days and somehow the company's turned way the fuck around. Like, how lucky did she
He's
get finding the
president of a
one
very
guy who
big
was more
firm
than
here in
perfect for the
Yokohama.
job?
All this is telling me is that I should go to Soaplands more often. I mean, at all.
I never thought a
Yes.
professional on his level would do that. You see, I just inherited my company and didn't have a clue how to run it. It was a time I really needed somebody to count on. Then suddenly I met this business tycoon who seemed really genuine. I ate up every
And
word
there's
he
your
said.
problem, Airy. You trusted the business person.
You paid the
Yeah,
price.
that's right. You trusted a random nobody with your business. Unlike me.
Every time I think about it, I feel so stupid.
Well, it's not
Unlike
like
me.
anyone can really blame you, right?
I'm
I
smart.
probably would have done the same thing if I was in your shoes.
Really?
Well, okay, maybe not exactly
And
the
remember,
same.
the fault lies with
you
the
know,
deceiver, not the
Close
deceiver.
enough.
You did what anyone would do. I know you're just trying to process things, but you don't have to beat yourself up.
Yeah, let me do it. Ugh.
Kasuga-san,
Oh no.
you're right. I know it's pointless to punish myself over something in the past.
Yep.
That's
No
why
matter
I'll
what
punish
company
myself
the
for the
shitbag
future.
runs, he's going down. Together we'll climb the ranks, make it to the top, and leave him begging for mercy.
Yeah, we will. We'll even get big enough to completely buy him out. We'll take back all the businesses he stole and start our own holdings company.
Alright, slow down, kid.
I like the sound of that. And with that attitude, nothing's gonna stop us. So keep your chin up, yeah? Enjoy the ride.
Right.
There's that Airy-chan smile. Honestly, I saw you looking kinda down, so I got a bit worried.
Oh, was I acting strange? Sorry, it's just...
Something on your mind?
Yeah, maybe
No,
the
you can
whole
always
business
talk to me.
thing? You know, the thing she was just talking about.
How should I explain this?
Yeah?
I was just thinking about my dad.
Oh yeah?
It's like... Whenever I see you smile, I always think of my
Alright,
dad.
this is getting weird.
You two are so alike. That's why I got so emotional all of a sudden. But I wasn't feeling down or anything. Don't worry.
Oh, okay. Wait a sec, though. If I remind you of your dad, does that mean...
Does that mean we're related? Say no, say no.
He had big, poofy hair like this?
It's distinguished. not
Oh no,
poofy.
he always made it a point to look clean cut.
And I'm not?
I wasn't saying that. In any case, I wasn't.
Better watch what
referring
you
to
say,
your
Airy, or
appearance.
this is gonna go on your next performance
It's the way
review.
you
That's
carry
right.
yourself.
I hold all the power.
Outgoing,
He says,
full of
cackling.
energy. You make everyone around you smile. My dad was just like that.
Sometimes even on purpose.
He always made me
Zing.
insecure. To be honest, so do you.
Is that right? I wish I could have met the guy. Sounds like we would have hit it off.
I'd like to think so.
All right. Then for an awesome dad like yours, I'll put my heart and soul into making Ichiban Confections the best it can be. Now, there's no way I could ever replace your old man. But I can protect his legacy. Would you help me do that, Airy-chan? I don't think I can do it alone.
You won't have to. I'll help you every step of the way.
Please.
But I know you've got so much on your plate already. You're sure you'll be okay?
Oh, well, I know this won't be a walk in the park. But I have good people on my side.
Good people?
Yeah, a group I trust with my life. Can't get much done without him.
Yeah, you know, those
So I'm
guys
sure
who
it'll work out.
didn't want anything to do with helping you when we met.
Yeah. Remember those
Don't give me
bums?
tons of
You
shit
don't
for
wanna
overdoing it.
kind of left us hanging high and dry.
It sounds
They're good
like
people, I
we're
swear.
all close.
Hey, you okay there?
Kasuga-san, could I ask you a favor?
Yeah, what's up?
Do you think I could ever be part of your inner circle?
Huh?
Look, you've been doing so much for me since the day we met. But I feel like all I ever do is watch from the sidelines. That's not really fair, is it? So I was thinking I could play a more active role in your daily affairs. That way you could focus more on management without feeling bogged down by all your other stuff. That's a win for you and our company, right? I can't think of a reason for me not to join.
I don't know. We all walk a pretty tough road. Shit gets out of hand non-stop. You don't want to risk getting hurt, do you?
I'm fully aware of the risk. And trust me, I won't be a burden on that.
Alright,
front.
pretend I'm a drunk.
Okay.
Grab a bottle,
Very
smash
tough.
against the
As much
counter.
as I like that
I'm
idea,
gonna kill you.
I just don't see it happening.
Slap him.
Please, let me be the one doing you the favor. Besides, if you say no, I'll just tag along without your approval.
Guess that doesn't leave me much choice. Don't expect any hand-holding, though.
Fine by me.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't have enough
Toast.
people around
Welcome to
to
the
really
party,
be
Airy-chan.
to give you a mentor, so sink or
Cheers.
swim, Airy.
And by the way, Airy-chan will be tagging along from this point on.
I'm Airy. I'm excited to get to know everyone.
Are you sure about this? Knowing us will probably bring you nothing but trouble.
Yeah, we're always in one mess or another. Doesn't help that we got these two trunks either.
Look who's talking.
You don't have to worry about me. I just want to repay you for all the kindness you've shown me. And I'm ready for just about anything.
Just about, huh? Well, I can't argue with that. Good to have you.
Welcome to the gang, Airy-chan.
Thank you for having me.
So yeah, Aries joined the party. She is the only optional party member in this game, and she's probably the best party member overall.
I don't believe you.
She's just so versatile and powerful.
Still don't
And
believe you.
her bond level will only increase as you go through the business minigame, so if you do the entire thing up front like I do, then it's really easy for her to get experience and use all the classes.
It's probably why you think she's the best.
Well, we'll talk more about why she's so great later, but for now, she just hangs out over here. And, you know, because she's an optional party member, they kind of couldn't write a lot of dialogue in the main story to include her. But she at least has karaoke.
Some love, okay, guys?
The fact
Like a
that
Butterfly is a returning song from Yakuza 6 and Kiwami 2, and it's fucking incredible.
The fact that you put the instrument songs again was annoying.
As always, you can watch the cut version of this video to not listen to the fucking sound effects. I'll also provide the Japanese version too, which I highly recommend because Japanese Ichiban's rap is fucking incredible.
He doesn't channel his inner metal singer or like grunge or whatever.
No, he doesn't. Like, I think English Ichiban's rap is still like really goofy, but
Yeah, like it should be
Admittedly,
like high. You know, like really reach for it.
Yeah, admittedly, I think English Ichiban's is the weakest out of the three, like, rapper performances, like, the series has given us for this song, but, like, it's not bad. It's just the other ones are, more memorable.
Makes me wonder how bad David Hayter would be at rap.
That was awesome!
Man, I fucking love that song.